Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we are talking about XRP and how it's ready to blast off. So we're starting off here on the daily candlesticks, and as you guys can see, we do have a bullish triangle pattern here for XRP. So this bullish triangle pattern does suggest continuation here for XRP. We have had a strong reaction off of this lower support level down here, and I do believe we will see a breakout through resistance. So be watching this resistance level of this triangle here. I do think we will get above this resistance level and start to see a break above this local high. This is a continuation pattern, so wherever you have an increase in value in the market and then you see a triangle pattern like this, you want to watch for continuation in the market. So what I'm looking for again here for XRP is a break above this upper resistance level, this white dotted line, and a push up through that level should take us to a new local high and resume the uptrend that we started last year. So XRP is looking very bullish down here, especially since we did have a strong reaction off of this lower support level, and we're starting to see more bullishness coming into this market. So we have not felt these lower support levels, and that's a very good sign. The other thing that we do see here is a bullish reaction based on the moon cycle. So crypto does have a tendency to go down during a new moon and up during a full moon. And we just recently started our full moon cycle, and as you can see, that was pretty much the exact bottom here for XRP. You can see even this whole bull market right here, or this bullish move right here, started based on a moon cycle, a full moon cycle right here. And even this big correction right here started after a new moon cycle. So the full moon cycle and the new moon cycle does have a profound effect on the cryptocurrency markets, including XRP. And we do have a full moon right now, which is leading to bullishness here in the short term. The other thing that we do see in the bigger picture is a big double bottom pattern and a big breakout here in the bigger picture. So here's our first bottom down here. Then we came back down to that level and we did not fail below it. And so we had a big double bottom breakout. As you can see, this is our resistance of the double bottom. We come down, we bounce back up, we hit our low again, and we break out through that level. So this is a big double bottom breakout, which means this is a huge reversal in the big picture. A lot of people don't realize that this double bottom suggests that XRP reversed out of a big correction, that a new bull market has started based on that double bottom pattern. So studying these patterns is very, very powerful for your trading and for your investing, especially if they're big picture patterns like this. We are out on the 15-day candlesticks, so each candlestick does represent a lot of time, and you can see this chart goes all the way back to 2017. So this basically shows that in the bigger picture, we had a double bottom reversal. And if you get a double bottom reversal in the bigger picture, then that suggests that the market is seeing a big picture reversal. And a big picture reversal is going to lead to a lot more upside and a lot more bullish movement from here. This is only the start of the bull market based on this big picture double bottom. So keep looking at this big picture reversal here on XRP. We only barely broke out up above the old all-time high, so it's very unlikely that this is the top of our cycle. Instead, that would suggest that we only just barely got started here in the big picture. The other thing that we do see is a very similar market structure to Bitcoin back in the day. So here's Bitcoin back in our not previous cycle, but the one before that, during the 2017 cycle, all the way till 2020. Basically, what Bitcoin did was a double bottom pattern. So we have our first low here, we come back down and we fail to break below that level, and we break up through the resistance, and a huge bull market started. But you have to realize there was corrections along the way up. It's not like Bitcoin just went straight up. There was corrections, and every market is going to have corrections along the way up. And a lot of people are going to think, oh, this might be the top. A lot of people are going to get scared and panic sell their coins before it goes higher. So what I believe will happen here is a continuation of this breakout up to a new all-time high and a lot more bull market left before this coin actually tops out. So keep in mind these big picture reversal patterns because they do generally signal a big reversal in the market and a lot of upside coming, and you definitely don't want to ignore a big bullish reaction off of a double bottom, because that's exactly what started our last bull market that happened all through 2021 that took Bitcoin all the way up to 69,000 per coin. The other thing that we see here with Bitcoin is we have this bull market right here and a correction, and then we have what's called an echo cycle. So it does another cycle, but it's a mini version of that first cycle that happened. And that echo cycle gives the market enough momentum to break out into a full-blown bull market. And you can see here with XRP, we have a market cycle here, a big pullback, and then another cycle that's a little echo of the first one. That's giving us enough momentum to break out into a new bull market where we are very likely going to see a lot more upside for this coin. This is only getting started. We're worth $2.49, and this can go a lot higher from here. And it's not just the crypto markets that do these echo cycles. You can see here is the NASDAQ Composite Index, and here is the internet bubble right here, where we have a market cycle going all the way up and then a crash all the way back down. So here's a complete market cycle. Then we get another little echo cycle here where the market pumps up and pulls all the way back down to support before breaking out into a full-blown bull market. It's not only crypto that does these little echo cycles. Every market in the world does this echo cycle before it breaks out into a new bull market. But also you'll notice here with the NASDAQ Composite that we did have a pullback at our major resistance level. And this was a pretty big correction where a lot of people would have been scared that maybe a bear market was going to start because of us hitting major resistance. And pulling XRP back up over here on the right and keeping the NASDAQ Composite over here on the left, you can see that what XRP just barely did is a fractal of what happened to the NASDAQ Composite Index when it hit its old all-time high resistance. And XRP just barely hit its old all-time high resistance. So we have a fractal of the same human psychology taking place here. This is why you don't want to sell in dips during a bull market, because all of the big whales are picking up more coins in those dips. They're buying those dips up because they know full well that the bull market just barely started and there's a lot more upside coming in this market. So they're not going to sell, they're going to buy more in those dips. And one of the most profitable trading strategies that you can have is the fact that the trend is your friend and to buy all dips in that trend. If you can buy the dips in that uptrend, you're going to make a lot of money because all of those dips are going to lead to more continuation. And the uptrend is going to go farther than you think it is. That's the nature of markets. They almost always go higher than you think they're going to go, and they almost always go lower than you think they're going to go. So they don't fit your expectation. They usually break your expectation of what you think the market is going to do. Even if we drop time frames here on these lower time frames, you can see XRP really is preparing to blast off. We have a breakout of a bull flag pattern right here, where we just broke bullish out of this bullish flag, and we have increasing volume on that breakout. So wherever you see increasing price and increasing volume at the same time, that's generally a very, very good sign. That shows bullishness in the market, and that shows that people are ready for buying more XRP, and the big whales are putting big positions in, and you can see it based on the volume. The other thing that you can see here on the 3-hour time frame is bullish divergence on the MACD. So you can see price made a lower low, where the MACD actually made a higher low. So that's a signifying factor in this reversal where I believe we will see more upside based on that bullish divergence and based on that volume coming in on that bull flag breakout. That does suggest that we will push right up through our local resistance here and start a bigger reversal for XRP. Not to mention the fact that we just broke out of an inverse head and shoulders pattern as well. We have our left shoulder here, our head right here, and our right shoulder right here. And we just barely broke bullish out of that neckline level, which shows us that a lot more upside is going to come just based on that pattern alone. This pattern alone gives us a minimum target for XRP that would take us all the way up to our local resistance at $3, just based on that inverse head and shoulders breakout. So there's a lot of things here on the 3-hour time frame that are showing that XRP is ready for more upside and ready to go a lot higher from here. And so don't listen to the sentiment. Don't listen to people that are trying to tell you these markets are going to go down, because all of the technical reasons are showing that this market is going to go higher. It is going to keep turning around here, and it is going to see more upside and continue its bullish trend that we just barely started. Not to mention the fact that we're oversold on the daily candlesticks here with the MACD. You can see just how oversold we are, whereas we were overbought during this area where people were really excited. Now we're extremely oversold. And the fear and greed index for crypto is very, very, very low. People are either in a state of fear or extreme fear, and they are selling their tokens. They're not thinking logically about this move in the market. They're thinking, oh, a big bear market's going to start or whatever. They're not looking at this market with a level head. But if you want to look at this market with a level head, we're oversold. We see bullish divergence. We're breaking bullish out of different trading patterns that are very bullish with high statistical probabilities. And everything in this market is showing bullishness, and that we're oversold and that people are in a state of extreme fear, yet a lot of people are still choosing to sell their tokens. So what does that tell you? It tells you to be greedy when others are fearful, because that's one of the best strategies you can have, is to be greedy when others are fearful. The other thing that I want to mention here with XRP is we have not even got close to our Fibonacci extensions. So if we measure from the bottom up to the top and back down to the bottom of our cycle, you can see we aren't even near the 1618, which is the minimum target for wave 3 in a new Elliott cycle. Most of the time with crypto, we go all the way up to the 2618 because people get excited and greedy and they start FOMO buying, and we go way higher than most people think we will. But we haven't even hit the 1618. We've only hit the previous old all-time high, which tells me that we have a lot more upside coming potentially for XRP. And last but not least, I want to talk a little bit about the accumulation cycle here. So we have NVIDIA over here on the right and XRP over here on the left. And this is a really good example of what these accumulation cycles look like and just what you can expect when a bull market breaks out. So NVIDIA here just completely took off and broke out all the way up to a new all-time high and really blew people away as NVIDIA was mass adopted by the public. And that's what I firmly believe is coming for XRP and for the rest of crypto is mass adoption. And that mass adoption can take us to levels people are not dreaming of right now. And because of that, a lot of people have really low targets, or they're already looking for bear markets, or they're already reading the news and trying to sell their crypto based on their emotions or all these other factors, instead of actually looking at the charts and studying what happens during these accumulation cycles and what happens as a result of these accumulations. And if you look at the evidence shows that XRP could see a lot more upside based on this alone. So personally, I'm super bullish for XRP. I do believe we will see a lot more upside coming. This is only the start of something very good for this coin. And I really firmly believe we will see a lot more growth in this market. So that's my update on XRP. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you guys in future videos. And as always, stay profitable out there.